Hey everybody, BrhysH here. Welcome back to the Patreon playground and another statue build for a very special person. Kebb, thank you so much for the support, guy. It means a lot. It means a lot. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Let's get real close. I accidentally derped and deleted the audio for this video, so it's not actually live. It's being pre-recorded and dubbed over. For some reason, Audition didn't save it, and I don't know why. I might have not hit the save button, I might have hit the cancel, but we'll go with it. I have the footage already, and I don't want to get the Legends statue build out before Kebb's, because then you would see Kebb's, and then it's not as special for the person. Kebb's got a very interesting skin. I love it. It's like an adventure slash steampunk, kind of like ZE, but more adventurer, more Indiana Jones flair to it. He's got a sash. He's got a duster on and nice boots. Sensei's gone ahead and cleared out all of this area for me and cleaned it up. And Kebb's put a temporary bridge there. I will be redoing that bridge, buddy, just because that's. I'm gonna do the Patreon wooden arched bridge, and it'll look all right. It'll look pretty good. Now you can see here where Sensei is kind of kept the statues going in one line. I've since moved that just because there's a huge sand mountain there, and I really don't want to have to blow that mountain out. I kind of like it as a feature, and the place where I continued the statue builds is going to be just as good. It's got a little temporary mountain that I'm going to have to move if we get any more Patreons above the $1 or the $3 tier, I believe it is. I don't even know the tier system anymore. I went ahead and I've edited them since. I'll probably do an updated Patreon video in the near future. Now, Kebb's skin's got a lot of grays, a lot of blacks, a lot of dark grays. I've had to creatively go around and work around those and just use different grays and textures. And for kind of the sash, I've kind of bezeled that out, so it's the 3D effect on his skin. There are a few areas that I have to go. Oh, here I'm showing what I'm doing to protect them from lightning strikes. Now, lightning hasn't hit one of these things yet, but I don't know if it will, and I hope this works to protect them. If you guys can think of anything else, let me know in the comments down below, and it'll be appreciated. It'll be appreciated. He's got these little fine details in his boots, which I really like. They're like little kind of side straps almost, and it looks really cool. I like them. He's also got them in the glove. Now, just because of how big the statues are, I can't go and recreate it faithfully. If I made the statues the size they were and the blocks they needed to be, then I probably could. I've also taken a little bit of freestyling on the back of the duster, or the way it sits on the skin. I hope that is okay, Kebb. If you don't like it, let me know. I can always go in and adjust that. I can go in and adjust it. Boom, boom. But we'll speed up the video, guys, to get a little bit more done. Here you can see me working on the duster itself. I've decided to go with a clay, a different texture, just because it kind of looks like a leather. I would think a duster would be leather. I don't know. Kebb, if it's got to be wool, you let me know. But I think it's more of a leathery duster. And I'm thinking about going back and adding like a satchel, kind of like an Indiana Jones type satchel. So it's hanging off the side of him and connected to the thing he's got going around him. I think it's a sash or something. I think it's supposed to be like a utility belt kind of deal, but I'm not 100% sure. Show you a little bit more work I've done to it. The arms were interesting because I don't have the room for the exact glove size, so I've just cut it in half, and it still looks pretty good. It still looks pretty good. Faithfully, not 100%, but definitely up there towards an 80 to a 90 for his skin. And this is just me adding a black little accent to the arm bars there. And you can see how his duster kind of looks like it's moving around. Like one part of it's like to the left, and the other part's kind of opened a little bit. I really love that look, that kind of the aspect of it. His skin is really interesting. Him and Z got this thing going on. That's just these jackets look really cool. I also took free liberty and added a gold belt buckle because I feel like he would have a belt and he would have a buckle for an adventurer. I would think. That's how I would. If I was to explore the many mines of Minecraft, I would be going in and using a gold belt buckle. You can see here I'm trying to incorporate different textures because I don't want the gray to touch gray because it looks kind of weird, and it for his skin anyway, because he's able to get all this different different colors in there. It looks a lot neater, a lot nicer anyway, to be able to differentiate the torso from the arms. Here I start the gloves. I'll speed it up a bit, guys. You can see here that I'm finishing off the gloves, adding the fingers in, and just set the time, because I know I could probably set the time to 0 using command block, but I don't want to. I'll show you the final product eventually, guys, but I think this is turning out fairly well. I actually like this. This is probably one of my favorite builds. Not saying the other skins are bad. I just think I felt more comfortable, and I felt like I did the best job I could on this one. And there we go. There's the glove there. That looks kind of cool from the back. Now you can see the clay there is kind of one texture, but with the sash or the utility belt going across the torso, it looks a bit different. Here I add the belt, and in the middle there I'm going to add the golden belt buckle, because that's what he needs. Freaking adventurer. If he's going to be Indiana Jones or Indi-Kebb, he get that gold belt buckle. Looks cool. Now, guys, we're just finishing up the head here. I had a little bit of trouble figuring out the eyes because the spacing isn't correct. This build is actually 7 by 4, which should be 8 by 4, but it's okay. It worked out towards the end. His head is more kind of pivoted to his right shoulder, which is okay. He's like telling something to the future, the legend statue. And we finish off his head here. Now, he's not as high as D minor yet, but I go back in and I add a second layer to his head just to even him out. But I left it back a bit because the goggles definitely hide this weird looking. I didn't want his head to be too big. I feel like it kind of threw it off by the 7 by 4, but that's okay. I think Kebb is happy with it. But Kebb, as always, and I say this to everybody, if you're not happy with the build, you let me know. You let old BrhysH know, and I can go back in there and I can adjust a few things for you, buddy. Adding different materials, textures, stuff like that. We do add right here a hood, and he's got a hood on his skin. But what I've done since then is I've added kind of like a black out overlay, and that way it just stands out a little bit more. It kind of pops, make it pop. Gotta make it pop. And then we'll get to the ending here, guys. This is where it kind of looks like with the sash, everything worked out fairly well. I'm pretty happy with it. Sorry, Kebb, that this is not a live commentary, and it's more of a pre-recorded and added on later. You can see the 3D. I'm not feeling this. I don't know how I feel about the 3D, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you like that look, if I should change that to just be incorporated into the skin. But I'll see you guys next time on the Patreon Playground. I hope you enjoyed the video. Kebb, again, thank you so much for the support. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.